Hello there and welcome back. So season 28 of Arena is in the books, just finished, and I had a lot of fun climbing in the final hour here, achieved another rank 3 finish, and I recorded some good runs, so we'll check that out. As for this season, of course, we just got the new Lavanya. Apparently people don't like Lavanya so much, that's okay. As you saw in my last video, I max karma'd him and got him to A3 and all that. Had a lot of fun using him. I think he's really good in the right scenario. We're going to see plenty of that in the video. Also, Gale is new. The new Fest Gale. Lots of people using Gale, and she can be very formidable, very powerful. So a lot of Karma Gales out there, and we'll see how that goes as well. So these hybrid builds were much more popular. And congrats to the rest of the top 5. Some kind of newer faces, you know, people I've seen for a while, but people that are new to hanging out in the top 5, and everyone did really well, and lots of people were climbing really hard in this bracket. I thought it was going to be a low competition bracket, and as we'll see in the video, I was climbing as fast as I could and just hardly breaking top 5. Let's get right into it, shall we? This will be my reaction to my final climb. Alright, and this is the team I used the most. I have Priet set up to be very fast, so I can outpace someone else's sniper, and then use Lavanya's gimmick. You see, I just countered Noelle and Lars. Now, can you imagine how much damage they would have done with those AAs? Especially Noelle. Can be very scary. Excuse me.
He's stronger.
And I tried a few different weapons on Lavanya. Ended up going with the ROD fist, which I might switch back to an EX. Was using the Saryu staff. And sometimes I need just that little bit more of damage, you know? Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my Summer Wife tank team. I used this a lot in this weekend, but only this once in the final. This is the final 20 we're looking at right here. I did use it quite a bit in the final hour, though. I was really bouncing back and forth between my Summer Wife team here and my Priet, Yuri, Lavanya team. The reason I like that, because Priet can kind of stand alone with Agi and then let Lavanya absorb and counter those AAs versus those hybrids. But that, in my experience, you know, Lavanya really wants to be paired with Yuri. They go together so well, and he has some trouble standing on his own. Udeal is still great as a standalone tank because he has the debuffs. And I still used Udeal. As you saw on my wife team. And, you know, that caged vigor on Udeal that people poo-pooed, it's really comes in handy. Because it's not that infrequent that he gets down to caged vigor range because the enemy team failed to kill. Here's one of those Karma Gales. Let's see if we give her a chance to act or not. Oh no, I sniped her. Which is also really nice. Whenever it's a Yuri team and you're able to snipe someone, it's pretty impressive. In any case, the enemy team fails to kill Udeal and he's encaged. Like, see, numbers over 100k. No crits coming from him. I've seen him take out the other Udeal. Alright, Zepertix. Sometimes comments here on the channel. Coming in with a full tank team. I would have, had I known, I thought there was going to be a Noelle, so had I known I would have just brought Summer Wife. But let's see how it goes. See how it kind of waits. On Yuri, that's gotten me in trouble, and we'll see that. That gets me in trouble later. I get a little greedy because I just really want to see those counters go off. Yeah, still a long one. And oof, man. Good work standing up to that character skill. Alright, yep. Just floating around 5 the whole time. Riku. I took note that Riku had a Noel. That's right. That's why I brought this team. And is it without Pacer or without any support? Oh, Riku doesn't have support. Agi support either. So you see here, that actually worked perfectly. So I was able to get those counters in, get Yuri in. Now, sometimes the other team has really fast cooldowns, and I don't hit Yuri in time. And then Lavagna's standing there, taking hits from the enemy that has no debuffs on them. So lesson learned, I guess. Now the ROD fists are pretty cool for a little more damage potential, more hits and whatnot, compared to like his own fist. But the damage isn't very impressive, and even using the EXR Yustef, I was a little disappointed in his damage. Of course, he's not built for damage at all, but neither is Udeal. And then, like I said, sometimes Udeal like does hit some impressive numbers with that EX Greatsword, the dark one. Yep, here's one. You see? So their skills came up very fast, and I didn't hit Yuri in time. Poor Lavagna's over there just trying to absorb it. Can't do it in time. Now I have to nuke through the Yuri defense. And it's... I can't remember if I lost this one. Looks like it could go in my... Yeah. Could work out. Yeah, and that was kind of clutch. All right, I see the wind, and I'm thinking, what's it going to be? Because I hadn't fought Trinks yet, and I was expecting maybe a gale, and I can't even see. Yeah, it is. So there she is. I didn't see any karma animation, though. Gotta love that C gauge character skill on Priya. It goes off very frequently. So the team's got some great balance. All right, Dr. Llama got their first rank 1. Congrats. And yep, the team, you know, Sniper, Lars, Yuri. Oh, yeah, see, yeah, this is going to be a loss because all of their skills went off before I hit Yuri. That was my mistake. Bad click there. So yeah, I like this team. Like Priya kind of fills the role of sniper and turrets here. Yuri's there because Lavagna kind of needs her, and versus these Yuri, Sniper, Lars teams. Yeah, I'm just going right for it because I'm confident I can do it with the right clicking. When you know AAs are coming at you, I really like using Lavagna in that scenario. It really worked out for me. So there, you see I got the debuffs in this time. Let's see how differently it goes. And even though I know I can counter that Noelle, I go ahead and chip away at her to get rid of that Bold Vigor. Assuming they have it. Kind of need the refine on the weapon and the A3 to get her Bold Vigor. Alright, Kaisa. I suspected full tank and just went with my... Oh, very nice snipe of Christmas Gale. So here I'm going to click the skills before I even hit Yuri. And I'm just gonna, they just got 2 skills in before I did, so not too bad.
Do not waste my time.
So Lavanya just came out a few days ago. I haven't had too much time to experiment, and I haven't played much. I played a little bit yesterday, and then did a few sessions today. That was kind of it. I want to experiment with off-element Lavanya, see how he does with some EX fists, some more damage. I think here, the same thing. You see how I'm getting greedy and waiting? I want those AAs to come, and now look. Noelle and Lars, like, both sets of skills loaded almost immediately, which is kind of weird. And now I'm kind of screwed here. Too much greed. Oh, actually. How'd this go? How'd this go? See, he's really struggling with damage. And, okay, I was gonna say, sometimes... Okay, no, I did win this one. That's nice. Rank 3. Alright, Samurai. And you can see the karma animation on Samurai's Gale there, so she's gonna be vicious. And I didn't get Yuri in before either of her skills, so Lavanya's... So there's another bad click on my part. Once again, I knew all I had to do was repeat it with the same team and just click properly. Came back, so I guess these 2 losses might have been why I wasn't a little more solid in the top 3. I guess until the very end, and looking at my defense history, I didn't even win, not in like... I had a defense win like 4 minutes before a reset. Cool, nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and wait for that 1 AA and then click it real quick there. And no, actually no AAs came at us. It's okay. You know, if you're gonna fill the space anyway, what's the difference? Other than the novelty of like, oh boy, the new gimmick, you know? So you see how much Lavanya, how much more damage he was able to take because of the debuffs. And that was it. And then somehow rank 3, meaning other people were losing. Alright, got all my plus scores too. Some of those were just hacked. And just kind of got the plus and pieced out. I was not the biggest fan of subjugation myself. There's my rank 3 again. That's tight. I get the gold tickets. Oh boy. No, but it's cool. I really like. Sorry. So I have some bonus clips because I only used 2 teams in the final climb. So here, I wanted to mess with a full CDR, and can I just say how much I miss Saryu? Saryu was my favorite character, and it's such a bummer that it's hard to find a use for her now that we have the 30% agi buffers. I'm really hoping for a buff for her. Maybe in November, that would be really cool. Or Karma. Make Saryu great again. Now, why I chose Dark for Priyat is because I can have the same agi pretty much, timed agi, and have her synced up on cooldowns. As you can see right there, everyone's ready to go. And because of that Celeb Akeha Greatsword in the subs, so she can have cooldown and have some timed agi there. Her dark build lacks damage compared to her light build, and the water build is even a little bit better using the ROD fist, which makes a little more sense for this, but then her skills wouldn't be synced or she would be slower. And the problem here is that usually on this type of team that I'm up against, there's a Noelle. And without Yuri protection, Noelle coming at you, you see I only got lucky there that Saryu didn't die. So this team was fun just to kind of mess around with and just to see if I could do an old school straight CDR team, fast CDR. And yep, because I got lucky on that Noel AA, we can check this out. Skills are coming off. Cool, pretty much cool down before all of them. And was able to get through it. Too bad Staryu doesn't have the Bolt of Vigor because she definitely wrecks. So that's fun. Then, the main thing I was excited about when Lev first announced, and you saw a little bit of this in my last video, where I summoned for Lavanya, rolled Karma on him, and then did my first battle test. You can check that out here on the channel. In any case, I really love this type of build. I really wanted to revive this type of hybrid, where it's just standalone tank, sniper, and turret that's an agi buffer, like Lars. And several seasons ago, I really rocked that hybrid build, and one runs very fast. So once again, the problem is that Lavanya has a hard time standing on his own because he doesn't bring any debuffs. But if it's the right scenario where Priyat's going to do a good job sniping, Lavanya has the built-in damage reduction, and he has built-in double zombie thanks to Karma, which is just crazy to me. And then Lars can fire off the 2 skills extremely fast, definitely before anyone, because he's just max CDR. That's how the team kind of goes. And, you know, if it's a scenario where you can counter those AAs, Priyat either killed or started the damage, and then Lars is the first to have skills go off. And then at that point, Lavanya has less skills coming at him, and it can work. So here's an example. Oh, a full kill, so lovely. Lars is cooling down before everyone, of course. Able to take someone out. And then Priyat's already ready to go with her skills again. So another nice short work, fast run. I really like those fast runs. I can't wait till they become more and more viable again. All right, one more, because I didn't use this team, but it's theoretically this is my best team, and this is the most typical thing you see ever since Yuri released, which is Yuri, edgy buffing turrets, and then sniper. So here's my version of that.
I'm not afraid.
A nice snipe there again. Always good to see. All right, until we get some new units, maybe with the upcoming collabs, this is pretty much the meta for now. Not a lot of people using Lavanya. And I've only kind of caught wind that people are like really debating Lavanya, and I don't care. I know why I want him, so I got him, and I'm using him. And you can see in this video how he's good. And again, since it's only been a few days, I'm eager to experiment, even off element, you know, just to see more damage, either the wind fists or whatever. I actually did come up against a double tank team using Lavanya and Udeal with Yuri, of course, and that was pretty cool. That could be effective, although I'm not the biggest fan of double tanks, because sometimes when you want to waste a skill with recovery, it gets directed to the other tank. In any case, those are my thoughts for this season. That's my final climb. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.